Sonnet 87 by William Shakespeare, 1564 to 1616. Farewell, thou art too dear for my possessing, and like enough thou knowst thy estimate. The charter of thy worth gives thee releasing. My bonds in thee are all determinate. For how do I hold thee but by thy granting? And for thy riches where is my deserving? The cause of this fair gift in me is wanting, and so my patent back again is swerving. Thyself thou gav'st thy own worth then not knowing, or me to whom thou gav'st it else mistaking. So thy great gift upon misprision growing comes home again on better judgment making. Thus have I had thee as a dream doth flatter, in sleep a king, but waking no such matter. Okay, this is a sonnet by William Shakespeare. It's about his relationship to the fair youth. And Shakespeare's saying, he's talking about the state of their relationship. He's saying that, well, yes, they had a love affair, but the love affair has finished, that the fair youth has either realized that the fair youth is far more important and far more worthy than Shakespeare, or he's realized the Shakespeare's true lack of worth. And this, to me, this sonnet is very much showing Shakespeare's insecurities, because it's talking about the high worth of the youth, and that if the relationship is only works, and the fair youth is only his, if the fair youth wants to be his, it's the fair youth has the upper hand, and it's only by the fair youth allowing himself to belong to Shakespeare that the relationship can work. But the young man has now wised up, and Shakespeare realizes that the fair youth doesn't love him anymore, and now the speaker is back again in the real world, that the love affair is over. It's been like a dream, but now the dream has been smashed. Farewell, goodbye. Thou art too dear for my possessing, and like enough thou knowst thy estimate. So you are too dear, too precious, too wonderful to be mine. He's saying you're too good for me. And this is clearly Shakespeare's insecurities, that the youth is far better than Shakespeare, and Shakespeare's insecure about himself. And he's saying that the relationship is over because you're just too wonderful for someone like me. And like enough thou knowst thy estimate. And now you really understand your own worth. This is saying that when you first fell in love with me, you didn't understand your own value. The charter of thy worth gives thee releasing. So the charter, the contract, the paper, the deed showing how valuable you are. But this isn't valuable in money. This is valuable in beauty, in a wonderful person. So all of the documents, all of the things that show what a wonderful person you are, releases you from our relationship, because you are just so much better than me that I'm not a worthy partner for you. My bonds in thee are all determinate. So all of the bonds between us have been broken, that you've now woken up, that you now no longer love me, and you are released from that love. Here it's very clear that Shakespeare still loves him, but it's clear that Shakespeare feels the fair youth does not love him, and everything that connects them is now broken. For how do I hold thee but by thy granting? So how can I be yours? How can I be the one that you love? That how can you be the one that I love? How can you be mine? Unless you permit it, unless you say that it is so, that it is possible, that only really by loving me. And there's nothing that there's nothing that I can do to make you mine. You are only mine because you give yourself to me. And for that riches, where is my deserving? And I don't deserve something as wonderful as you, as rich as you. So clearly, I don't deserve to have the riches of you as my love. The cause of this fair gift in me is wanting, and so my patent back again is swerving. So here he's saying that the cause of this fair gift, the cause of you giving yourself to me, the cause of you loving me, is wanting. Yeah, there's nothing that I've done or nothing in me that justifies you loving me, and therefore my patent on your love, my contract on your love, that my ownership of your love is swerving, is going back again to what it was before, is going back to you. Your patent is going back to you, and you no longer are mine. Thyself thou gav'st thy own worth, then not knowing. So when you were in love with me, you gave yourself to me, but not knowing your own worth, not knowing how valuable you were, not knowing what a valuable person, what a beautiful person you were. You didn't understand your own value. Or me to whom thou gavest it, else mistaking. Or maybe you made a wrong judgment, a wrong estimation of me. You thought I was much, much better than I really am. So either you didn't understand quite how valuable you were, or else you mistook me for someone much more valuable than I really am. So thy great gift upon misprision growing comes home again on better judgment making. So it's normal that we are separating. The great gift, the love that was misprisoned, that was in prison, that you gave to me mistakenly, and it was growing within that prison, goes back again to you now that you have made a better judgment. Yeah, so now you understand that loving me is not the right thing for you. Giving yourself to me is not the thing for you. And now that you've made a better judgment, you see yourself more clearly, you see me more clearly, then you've made a better judgment, and clearly you no longer love me for that. Thus have I had thee as a dream doth flatter, in sleep a king, but waking no such matter. And this is a lovely metaphor at the end, or is it a simile? As a dream, it's a simile. And then he's saying, it's like I've been in a dream. You're in a dream. And the dream is saying, you in the dream you were a king. And this is real, and you are flattered by the dream, and everything is beautiful. And I was living this dream where you were in love with me, but it was only a dream. Because when you wake up from this dream where you're a king, it's not true, it's not the reality. And now you've woken up, or you've woken up and you no longer love me, and therefore I'm not living in that dream anymore because your love has gone. So I think this poem is very sad. I think there's a lot of Shakespeare's insecurity within it, but it's also very sad, saying that the relationship is over because you are worth so much more than me and I'm worth so much less than you. So anyway, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Sonnet 87 by William Shakespeare.